Well, hello and welcome back. This is day 29, pattern number 29 of our Granny Square challenge, and this is what we're going to make today. It's a 6-petal flower, and it's pretty interesting. It's got a couple of different ways of working up the flower than most flowers that we see in Granny Squares. So let's get started, and you'll need 3 colors and your favorite hook. I'm using my 5mm hook. So we're going to start with a slip knot and chain 5. Join it together to form a circle with a slip stitch into the very first chain. We're going to chain up 3 and then do what is called 3 double crochets together. And the first one, of course, is always a little different than the rest of them because we have to chain up to get up to level. So you're going to yarn over, go through the center, pull through a loop, and go through 2. Leave 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through the center, and pull through 2 loops. So in this case, we have 3 loops on our hook, and we're going to pull through all 3 and chain 1 to lock it into place, and then 2 more. So that's a total of chaining 3. And we're going to do that for a total of 6 times. So yarn over, go through the center circle, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, through the center circle, go through 2 loops. Yarn over, go through the center of the circle, and pull through 2 loops. So we have 4 on our hook, and we're going to pull through all 4, chain 1 to lock it, and then chain 2. And you're going to do that 4 more times. Okay, once you have 6 and you've chained your 3, you're going to slip stitch to the top of our first puff, not into the chain, but the top stitch, that very first slip stitch that I made too tight. Okay, and then we're going to fasten off because it is time to change colors already. Okay, so you should look like this. Now bring out the color that you want the petal of your flowers. Make a slip knot. Attach into any of your chain spaces. Chain up 3. Do 3 double crochets in that same space. That's 2 and 3. Now chain 3 and come down and slip stitch into that same space we were working in, like that. Chain 3. You're going to jump over this point and into the next chain 3 space and slip stitch. Chain 3. Do 3 double crochets. That's 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3. Slip stitch it down into the same space. chain 3, jump over the point and slip stitch into the next space, and chain up 3, and then repeat with 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3, a chain 3, and slip stitching it into that same space, and chain 3 to move over. So you do that all the way around. You should end up with 6 kind of boxy paddle looking petals. Okay, once you've made it around, you're going to do your chain 3 and slip stitch into our very first space that we made a petal in, and fasten off. Okay, you should look like this. Okay, now we go to our third color. I'm going to use a linen color. This time, I'm going to start with a standing double crochet. And we're going to start in any of these chain 3 spaces, the little loops there that we made. So you start with a standing double or a chain 3, whichever you are more comfortable with. Then chain 3 and do another double crochet in that same space. Oh my goodness. I don't like how it did that. Split my yarn. It's amazing how different, even though it's the same brand and the same line of yarn, how different they can feel sometimes and behave. Okay, so then we're going to chain 3, jump over the petal, come to the next space, and do a double crochet, chain 3, and another double crochet in the same chain space, chain 3, jump over the next petal and do a double crochet, chain 3, do another double, and then chain 3 and move on to the next space. And you're going to do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back when I get to my beginning ending of round. Okay, when you make it around to the other side, you're going to attach to your starting either chain 3 or a standing double crochet, then chain up 3, and do a double crochet into the same space, chain 3, and do 2 more double crochets into the same space, chain 2, and in the top of this double crochet here, we are going to make a double crochet. We're going to put 1 double crochet into this chain space. Then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put 1 double crochet in that chain space. and 1 double crochet in the top of this double crochet stitch. And then we chain 2. And in this space here, we're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 3, and put 2 more double crochets. We just formed a corner. Now we're going to chain 2, come over to the stitch that's in the top of this double crochet and do a double crochet. Put 1 double crochet into the chain space, chain 1, put 1 more double crochet in that chain space, 1 double crochet in the top of this stitch here, chain 2, jump over to this one here, and in the top of that stitch, 2 double crochets, you can keep your yarn from splitting. Chain 3 and 2 more double crochets in that same space, and chain 2. Okay, so to recap, we started off by chaining up 3, and we did another double crochet. We chained 3 and did 2 more double crochets in that same space. We chained 2, did a double crochet in the top of this double crochet stitch, 1 in the chain space, a chain 1, 1 more in the chain space, 1 double crochet in the top of this stitch, chain 2, and then 2 doubles, chain 3, 2 doubles in this same double crochet stitch here to form a corner, and repeated that around. So you do that all the way around to form your 4 sides and 4 corners. And I'll meet you back when I finish my round. Okay, when you get around to the other side, you do your chain 2 and attach it to the top of the chain 3 that we started with. Attach with a slip stitch, chain 1, and do a single crochet into the next stitch. We're going to put 2 single crochets into the corner, chain 1, and put 2 more single crochets into the corner, then a single crochet goes in the top of each of the next 2 double crochets. I hear kitty whining. 2 single crochets into this chain 2 space, a single crochet into the next 2 double crochet stitches, a single crochet into the chain space, a single crochet into the next 2 double crochet stitches, two single crochets into the next chain space, a single crochet into each of the next 2 double crochets, and we have reached another corner. So that is 2 single crochets, chain 1, and 2 more single crochets. So, to recap this, your corner gets 2 singles, chain 1, 2 singles. Each stitch gets a single crochet in the top of it, Each chain space gets the same amount of stitches as the number of the chain space, if that makes sense. If you chain 2, then it gets 2 single crochets. If you chain 1, then it gets 1 single crochet. And you're going to repeat that all the way around to the other side, and I will meet you back when I am finished with mine. And when you make it around to the other side, you're going to slip stitch to your chain space. And fasten off. Okay, other than working in your ends, this is how your little 6-petal flower looks. So it's a nice little dainty, or not really dainty, but a petite square. And looks very nice with the neutral background versus the purple. And look at the size difference. This is a 6mm hook. This is a 5mm hook. And again, same brand yarn. Same brand, same line. But what a difference in the size. I like them better small. But you have to make more of them to do anything with them. So that's it, ladies and germs. This is Day 29's flower. And if you would like to see more great little patterns like this, if you click on that box in that corner, it will take you to the next video. Thanks so much.